welcome back to another, video? Another edition of Let's See What's in the Box. And here we have our box from Brookside Orchid. It has moved from my front porch to my kitchen to finally my orchid room. I had to open it, my husband did last night, to let some air in. See, I had a setback with my hemiplegic migraines, and boy does it make me so angry, mad, sad, defeated, all of that when you're laying in bed in pain, unable to use your body like you know you want to use it. And I wanted to open this box and see how my orchids were. But I had to wait, and I'm just barely on the line today of crossing over right back into that bed. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes. They always say the eyes are the vision of the soul, that you can see right into the soul. And my soul is weary today. So let's get some encouragement with this. I'm going to move it to the floor. I should have 5 orchids in here. I just love me some phalaenopsises and varieties of them. So I know there's 2 of them in there that are phalaenopsises. The rest, I can't remember because migraines just wipes the memory bank out, and it just like tick, tick, tick slowly comes back. They're all in one bag, so I'll see if they're all taped together, and I can reach in there and grab one. No, they're all taped together, so let me pull this up and get my scissors, move the box. With the memory, with migraines that I get, the kind that I get, I think I get every kind under the book. It slowly comes back. I remember yesterday what I did, but 3 days ago, I can't really remember conversations that I had. There's just parts that get wiped out and they slowly come back again. It's really bizarre. But I am hoping that it gets better. What else can you do besides hope, right? If you give up hope, then you got nothing. So here we go. The little wonderful plants coming to join my orchid room. I need to water today. All the plants are screaming. Do you hear them? I do. Because I missed yesterday. I missed out on giving them their water. The nature of a hemiplegic migraine is it takes your body, not just your brain, out of commission. And if you are, don't fall over, don't fall over. If you are on my Facebook page, which I only have friends and family on there, it's not a public page, you would have seen probably a very discouraged, very angry person. I know you think I'm all sunshine, bubbles, and what else? You know, my kids used to say I had sunshine coming out of me, and too early in the morning when I had to do the carpool. I'm not there today. I'm not in that up mode, but orchids always bring me joy, and regardless of how I feel, they are still beautiful. So I appreciate that. Let's take a look at this first one. Oh, dang it. I did what I'm not gonna cry, but I just cut my leaf with my scissors. And you know, that just explains how shitty my day has been. My week has been, shall I say. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was not good of me to be angry like that. Here we have our first one. She's come completely out of her pot. Let me clean my face up. My apologies for that outburst. This is the Phalaenopsis that popped right out of the container, and she is called Phalaenopsis Wan Shan Sweet Girl. Wan Shan Sweet Girl. I'll put her name up on the screen. She's in moss, so I will definitely be changing that out in a repot, because that's not my preferred choice for Phalaenopsises. She does have some dead root that's black through here, so I'll take care of that. There she has a new growth starting, and underneath all the leaves look real good, except for where I just put the scissors through her. We are human, huh? I will put her gently back into her container, and she's not fully in there. She will definitely have to be the first one that I take care of. And I'll put her off to the side. Let's open up the second one and hope that I learned my lesson, and I will open her from the bottom. These are falling out of the, they might be popping out of the cases because I had her sitting horizontal on my counter, and my husband opened her up to get some air. So they have the big sticks so that they don't bounce around, but here she is just falling all out with all this moss. Let me lift her right up. Now this is funny because she has two different name tags in here. Let me show you. Just falling. All this stuff is just falling out. They look very fresh. And she even has a new root nubbin coming right out there. But definitely there's some root tips. But I am going to have to deconstruct these because they were falling all over my orchid table, which isn't a problem. That's what it's for me to make a mess on. But I'm going to prop her in her little container once again. She definitely will be getting a repot real soon as my brain comes in. Now I have a problem here because I've got two different tags. I know what I ordered. It says Phalaenopsis equestris variety cerula. So it's equestris v. cerula. I thought that's what I had ordered. But then the other tag says Phalaenopsis Yu Yang Little Peacock, Purple Martin crossed with amabilis. My eyes are watery. Amabilis. And I thought I ordered her too. We'll find out when she blooms what she really is. That's the first time I've ever received two tags from two different plants in one pot. Let's move on to orchid number 3. All right, orchid number 3. I can feel that these were all watered, and that is why the moss is really loose, just falling out of his. And obviously in the FedEx system, they got bounced around a little bit, and I left her on its side for 2 days. So that might be, but I can feel she's already out of her pot also. So let's cut her open. Go from there. I've got a lot of things on my plate right now. We have a cross-country trip that my husband is going on. So I am trying to gather supplies for that trip. And Migraine takes no notice of the plans that I had. So I had emptied out all of my cabinets yesterday. Let's take a look at this one. Now she doesn't have a tag, so she is most likely one of the two. She's the other Phalaenopsis, but I won't know which one until they bloom. So yet we have again another moss-filled pot that's overflowing. I'd rather be loose moss than packed in so tight that there's no air whatsoever. But here we have new growth, which is nice. A keiki, I think, is growing in here. She's got a plant growing off to the side here. And it looks like, yeah, let's deconstruct her while we're sitting here and see what we end up with. I'll just let, what do they say? Let the chips fly. I'm just gonna let the moss land where it will on my big table. It's all washable. And we'll see what we got going on here. Interesting. It kind of goes with my week. Interesting. That's what we should label my life this week. Interesting. So I got stuff all on my counters that I was going to put in a box to help my son, who is moving into his first home, but it is on the other side of the United States of America. And husband is driving his vehicle across country for him because that's what dads do. Gotta love your kids, right? Dad is driving. I mean, he has volunteered to fly out here, get his car, and drive all the way back across country to establish his new job and his new life and look for a home or an apartment and all of that stuff. But we know because we've walked life, us parents who are in our 50s, we know that that's just a lot on a young person. Their first time renting an apartment or first time making a home purchase and all of that. So Dad is going along for the ride, or actually we're trying to, I think just he's going to take the ride by himself. I, in my great mind, want to take the trip and see it all and enjoy the coast and everything, enjoy my son, but I'm robbed of that ability by these stupid migraines. Look at this unique growth pattern here. It's all one plant, but obviously grown very funky. We got one dead root that just popped off. Yeah, that's weird. I thought it was a keiki, but it's just its first growth. Interesting. But the roots look nice and healthy. And hey, look, I didn't snip the leaves with my scissors. Woohoo, woohoo. So whether her name is one or the other, I won't know until she blooms. So that'll be exciting. So I'll have to put those two next to each other with both name tags. Something is ding-dinging, listen. It's like I'm at the wharf and the ships are coming in. But no, I'm in my orchid room. Okay, so that was 3 Phalaenopsises so far. And I think that is all I ordered for Phalaenopsises. The rest, I can't remember what they were, but I think I ordered another Paphiopedilum. This one has fuzz, which means it's in bud or bloom. So let's check that out. And this one is an Oncidium. Oncidium Irish Mist Winter Green. So you know those colors are going to be yellow, green, and lime green flowers. I thought it was so pretty when I looked looked at her on the website. So let's take a peek. I'll spin her around so you can see that. We'll open her up another time. I'm gonna put her in something weighted because I think she's a little top heavy. Grabbed me a little container. And let's undo that foam. Now, Michelle, don't cut the flower. Don't be a Michelle. Don't cut the flowers or the leaves. And it looks like they're all in bud. Very pretty and healthy looking. Lots of fuzz. Let me clean her up. Can you see all those beautiful buds? I got a light here. Hopefully it's shining up on it. I'll get it closer for you. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 buds so far. She has one tiny, tiny little bud. Where did I see it? My vision with migraines and migraine medicines, it's so wonky that I thought I focused in on something that it's not. It's not what I thought. But she looks really healthy, and we'll look at her roots another time. I don't want to disturb her while she's in bloom. And then this week I bet she'll pop open and I can show you what her flowers look like in real live person in the orchid room. Oncidium Irish Mist Winter Green. Now on to our final one, number 5. This should be the Paphiopedilum then. Process of elimination. I got the one Paphiopedilum last month, and I just enjoyed those mottled leaves, and she's doing well. I did a little video of me putting her in moss and leca, and she is happy where she's at. Oh my goodness! Look at those leaves. Can you see the color in that? Let me take off. She's in spike with a bloom. I am thankful. You know, when you grab these pots, they're just random when I bring them up to the camera. And it was worth the wait. Let me see if you can see that with the color. I'll put some light on her. Can you see those colors? So pretty. And it's a mystery because it was not revealed what plant you were going to get. So it's kind of like a Christmas present. Let's see if there's a name tag in here. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. It is quite the ride. My life and making these videos. You know, I don't give up, and my husband and my friends remind me, don't give up. And don't pretend to be something you're not. Because the world needs to see that there are hurting people and that migraines are more than just a headache. So she's got a moss layer over some rocky bark. And here's the big reveal. Her name is Paphiopedilum dire wolf. I've never heard of that. I'm going to have to look her up. Cross with a Paphiopedilum Hilo Green. Wow. So a wow and a wolf. It sounds wonderful. And if you enjoy unboxings, I have quite a few that you are more than welcome to run through my playlist of orchids and see. I'll put some up at the end of the screen. I thank you for your time with me. I thank you for your patience with me. And above all else, don't give up and continue being you. And when you feel like you aren't enough, that is okay. Keep growing, and when I get a chance, I will show you in video how these progress further along. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your friendships, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Until we talk again, bye-bye.